So it's finally happened. The start of something that is not going to be good for anyone. We've seen the purging of millions of not just conservative accounts, liberal accounts, independent accounts, independent journalists, game channels, commentary channels that are not even highly political, but they are dissenting voices. And not only that, the President of the United States has been banned not just off Twitter, but off multiple platforms. They're officially trying to erase him from existence. And they're trying really hard to do it, and not just them, us as well. And we knew this was a possibility. We didn't want this to occur. This is not the timeline that we wanted to see. But this is something that we've been preaching about for a long time. We said if they got control, they would use it, and they will move fast. And they have. And it's incredibly, I'm pissed off, I'm sad, I feel more emotional for simply those accounts that are not content creators like we are, but just normal everyday citizens that unfortunately, in their eyes, support the wrong party. Now, this is completely draconian. This is a turning point and the catalyst of what we can expect down the road. And the thing is, and this is the craziest thing about it, there's millions cheering this on, extremely happy about this. Trump's gone, Orange Hitler. What they don't understand is it doesn't stop with us. That's not how this works. That's not how totalitarianism, draconianism, tech oligarchies that take orders from the state. It's not how it works. First, they will come for us. And then slowly, in time, it won't happen straight away. But when they start noticing certain things, and some of them will, that what they were promised isn't happening, and there is a huge economic downturn, which is going to happen under this administration. The dollar's going to drop massively. Why do you think crypto is going up so much right now? People see it, right? They're going to sell you out. To sell you out to China like everyone else and every other country. They don't care about American prosperity. They don't care about you. But you don't realize that yet. Until the soldiers that they've used to get them here, to get them into power, start working this out, you're the first ones to go as well. As soon as you start questioning something, that's it. You're gone too. You see, they have to have total control of the narrative. Total control. They can't have independent journalists. They can't have anyone questioning their ideology, their belief system. They can't have it. Because then it crumbles. They have to keep a really strict line of control. And that's what we're seeing now. And it's going to ramp up. It's going to ramp up, man. And it's terrible to see. Edge lost her account just then. She's asleep right now, so she doesn't know that yet. But she will when she wakes up. It's 120,000 people. Tracy Bean's 500,000 people. Yeah, I lost mine a few months ago. I know it's coming. And what we have to do, and this is really important, And they're going for this as well. Old tech. Old tech. I mean, they've pretty much wiped out 70 plus million people, and that's just Americans. That's not worldwide people that support the truth and change and calling out bullshit and corruption. They've inevitably just kicked them off a huge internet social media platform. So what they've done here is they've made things worse, and I don't think they understand it yet. At the same time, you have Joe Biden calling for unity, and in the same speech calling everyone Nazis. Now, they don't mind civil unrest. They want civil unrest because it just makes them look good because they have the narrative. Now, they have the mainstream media. I mean, you look at what happened at the Capitol. Was it right? No, it wasn't right. But we've been saying this for 4 years. We saw this in Kenosha. We saw this in Seattle, in New York, burning down buildings, shooting of cops, right? Starting autonomous zones where they officially tried to separate from the country. Insurrection. Ain't nothing happened then. That wasn't important, right? They try to speak out saying that we're inciting violence and Trump's inciting violence. But you got Kathy Griffin holding up a head of Trump. Severed head bleeding. That's not violence. That's not calling for shit, is it? So what they've done here is, and what they're trying to do, not just try to quell our voices and stop us from speaking out against the state, but they're trying to separate us as much as they can, and that's another reason why they're petrified of old tech. Petrified of old tech. They can't have it because they have the monopoly at the moment. They have the Google, they have the Apples, right? They have Silicon Valley. And if we start kind of making our own Silicon Valley, then that's a problem. That's insurrection to the state. Can't have it. Can't have it. So it's so important that all of us start BitChute accounts, mine accounts, go to Parlay, even though they're dealing with some shit at the moment, so I don't know how that's going to turn out. Because once again, Apple trying to force them to put draconian laws on their own platform. Gab, it's another one. And I do know there's a few alternatives. I'm not on them yet, but I will. Pill.net, it's another one we started putting our videos on. We have to really grow these platforms now. And there's not a small amount of us. These are platforms already shooting through the air. And like I said, this is going to create something even worse. Because what they're doing, well, what they've done is they've collected us all in one echo chamber. We're trying to. They've got their own people in one echo chamber. There is no discussion across the aisles anymore. There's no debate. They have segregated two different types of thinkings, two different ideologies, two different types of people. Yeah, that's going to end well. That's unity. You suspended the sitting president of the United States, a government account. We know what this is. This is a soft war. This is a coup by tech. Now it was coming, man. It was coming. But now, what do we do about it? And like I said, join high tech. That's a big one. Another one I've been saying for on our podcast at Dig It the other day as well. You gotta build yourself up. That's really important. You really got to build yourself up, and I got to do the same. Yeah, I've lost a bit of it too. I have to start getting back to the gym. I got to start working out because you can't make lasting change if you can't make lasting change in yourself. So you got to do that, and I'll be right there with you. Share tips with me. Let's get back on this because we need to find our inner strength. Because now we need inner strength. And for those of you that are religious, I mean, I'm not, but for those of you that are, pray if that's what makes you feel better, but also take action. You have to take action as well. You got to speak out. You know, creators create, artists draw, directors direct, preachers preach. Do what you do and speak your voice and speak your truth, because these people hate you. They hate you with a passion. It doesn't matter if you're a moderate, if you're an independent, if you do not bow down to their God, you are not one of them. And they'll turn on their own too. That's 100%. They'll turn on their own. They're vultures like that. They'll try to eat another weak one of them when someone starts showing dissonance. It's going to be a trying time, but through it, I mean, it's given me a kick in the teeth. It's woken me up a bit, and I know it's kind of woken the girls up a bit too. And that's why I'm making this video now, because we got to do more, whether it's speaking, whether it's creating, you know, and tackling it at the state level too is really important. State, I know it's hard to believe or have faith in elections after what's happened, but a lot of things can change at the state level, and that's one thing. The Democrats are ruthless. They're ruthless. They know how to organize at the state level. They know how to get these governors and senators all on their side. They know how to do it. And when they vote as one. I mean, the Republican Party's dead. The GOP's dead. So look at individuals. That's the only advice I can give you on that front. But the most important thing to do is for all of us to stay together. We got to stay together. We got to keep our fight going. It doesn't matter on what platform it is, because they want us to shut up. They want us to go away. We've been preaching for years this 2030 agenda. You know, they want to put you in re-education camps. How far away do you think that is? They're already officially trying to remove you from existence because you don't toe the line. It's a trying time, but times like this tries people's souls. It tests how strong you are as an individual. And I'm not going to bow down to anything, and you shouldn't either. Don't bow down. Take a knee. Don't join them because it's easy, or you just want a simple life again, or you're tired. Nah, fight your battle. Speak your truth. That's the only way. They do it. They know how to play this dirty game in this dirty world against this dirty, corrupt, broken system. And the sad thing is half the world don't even know it at the moment. They don't understand the catalyst that has been thrown forward today. I understand where this leads. And we got to do our best to combat it in any way, shape or form. I can live with losing the fight, but I can't live without fighting it. So find your strength. Find your power. Because God knows the world needs it now more than ever. This is the speaker. Stay ravenous.
But in today's culture, just a simple social media post from years ago can prevent you from getting a job. Is that fair?
Tonight, Denver 7's Russell Haythorne goes 360 on the rise of what's being referred to as cancel culture.
You may have never heard the term cancel culture.
It's somewhat of a boycott of a person who has done something that other people find objectionable.